This retreat was really all about giving our teachers an opportunity to be in a beautiful place to learn more about Jesus Christ and his teachings, more about themselves as teachers, and reflect on the needs of their students, especially in the important central area of mission. And so our theme was Know Jesus, Know Yourself, and Know Your Learner. And so over this retreat, we've looked at the Catholic faith and how do I nurture faith in my students? How do I nurture a prayer life in my students? How do I help my students live the life of the sacraments? And how do I help my students live a life of love for Christ, which is really the moral life, and how we reach out in service to others?
The retreat has been a great opportunity to come and make connections with other people sharing their faith stories. And I think the importance of establishing a continuing relationship with God was really highlighted, something that I find to be really beneficial in my own spiritual journey.
There was a massive focus on the sacraments and how, as teachers at a Catholic school, we can model authentic discipleship through the sacraments and encourage our students to look at the sacraments and encourage them to be strong people of faith.
Sure. I really loved this retreat. It was really great to just get away from everything and to really just focus on my own spiritual journey and also linking that to that of my students. Often as teachers we kind of tend to neglect our own needs and our own personal development. There's a lot of focus on professional development, but it was great to have that Catholic context within this professional development, and there's will definitely be flow and effects to the students.
And I chose to reflect through art. As I walked through the doors, when we arrived at the retreat, I felt a energy and spiritual awakening.
We, in our profession, we don't deal with reaching sales or economics or money. It's our humanity, and it's through our humanity that we respond to situations.
Hi, I'm Tim, and this is Michael Lewin from St. Clair's Catholic High School, Hasselgrove. Just personally for me, this retreat was much more than I expected. Usually a retreat is just a chance to get away from the busyness of life, but this retreat was more of getting closer towards something, which was Christ. And it was a great chance to reflect and to build that personal relationship with him and really focus on ourselves so we can bring that back to the people in our lives back home.
Yeah, 100%. One of the things they taught us was we need to know ourselves, know Jesus, and know our students. And so having this time to build that relationship with Jesus really makes us more genuine when we're going back to our schools and going back to our students and passing on that faith, which is a big part of our Catholic mission as teachers in Catholic schools.
Just bringing Jesus into the everyday application of your teaching has been one of the main things through Catholic values that I've gotten from this time away, and also to just stop and breathe, reflect and go a bit deeper, but keep it simple at the same time. I'm also a busy mum who's coming to teaching late, hence being at the beginner's teaching. So you're never too old to learn.
What I got out of this retreat is more of a realisation of how much more I have left to learn about our Lord Jesus. I've realised actually in particular how infrequently I access his graces through the sacraments, all that spiritual power. They're available for me every day, and I don't really access it, so that's probably one personal change I will try to incorporate into my life.
This has been a really good opportunity to develop our own faith and understand how important that is and how we can be a role model for our students. And I think sometimes we forget that they really do look so much to us to be a bit of a guide through their own journey. So definitely taking the time to foster our own faith is going to have a flow-on effect for them, definitely.
It's been such an amazing experience. There's been lots of things that I personally haven't experienced before, like the night adoration. It was such a beautiful and powerful experience to have. And I think something that I really took away and that I'm going to bring to my students is the fact that faith is a personal journey, and it's something that grows over time, and everyone can be at different points along that journey, and it's through the experiences and prayer experiences that will help to build that closer relationship with God.
Our busy schedules, we sometimes don't take the time to reflect on where we are in relation to God, and this has allowed me to connect to Him through prayerful experiences that we've experienced through the retreat, and allowed me to just talk to Him and just, you know, just talk about where I am spiritually and my journey and where He wants to take me as a Catholic.
So we also had a lot of prayer, beautiful experiences, exchanges of ideas between teachers, and all in this very, very beautiful retreat centre. So we're very happy with the way that our young teachers have fully engaged with this experience, and we know that our schools and our students really are in good hands in the future with such open and faithful young teachers.
Having a strong connection with God is because it definitely is then transcended into your classroom as your spirit then speaks, I think. So, yeah.